Hey guys, good afternoon. MSgt J here with some meal prep ideas for you. Got some simple ingredients here. We're gonna cook it in the air fryer. If you don't have an air fryer, don't worry. We can throw it in the skillet and you can cook it on the stove. Just know that your chicken might take a little bit longer to cook. As we get ready to gear up for one, summer's right around the corner, and two, PT tests are also right around the corner. I wanna help you guys find some healthier options when it comes to eating. And if you stay with me until we start cooking it, I've got a surprise for you on some exercise tips. If you ever need to get a hold of me, you guys can give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, or you can comment on this video if you want. I'm here to help you guys as much as I possibly can. So what do I have here today? I have some chicken breast, weighs about 5.5 ounces or so. I have asparagus, half of a yellow squash, a whole zucchini, and some mushrooms. I do have 1 cup of mushrooms, and I've also got 1 tablespoon. Everything else I'm pretty much just gonna eyeball. I do have some garlic powder, salt and pepper. I just use pepper. I don't like to add salt to my food. Plus I'm gonna be using some soy sauce today, which has quite a bit of sodium in it anyways, so I don't wanna over salt my foods. That's gonna take away from the taste. I have some pure sesame oil, and I also have some apple cider vinegar. So you might be wondering, well, why these foods? What are the health benefits of these foods? Let me tell you. Chicken, high in protein. On the average, a sedentary male should consume about 56 grams at minimum of protein, and a woman should consume about 46 or so. Now that's if you're not exercising. But of course, since we're defenders, we wanna make sure that we're fit to fight. We wanna exercise as well with this, so your protein intake is gonna have to be a little bit more. For example, my protein intake on a daily basis is about 110 grams, which sounds like a lot, but know that we're getting about 35 grams of protein just from this chicken alone in this one meal today. So 35 might be a little bit much, but know that I'm gonna trim some of this chicken down anyway, so it could be a little bit less than about 5.5 ounces. All right, so what else is protein good for? Protein is also good for assisting you in weight loss if you're looking to lose a couple extra pounds. It can help repair your muscles, make muscles, repair tendons, organs, skin, and it's good for your hormones as well. Why is zucchini good? Well, zucchini is high in fiber and it's low calorie. Those of you that know me know that I always stress on how important your fiber intake is for a healthy GI system. Also, it's high in vitamins and minerals and antioxidants. Vitamin A, C, K, potassium, magnesium, iron, calcium, zinc, and vitamin B. If all of those sound foreign to you, start reading some labels, because those are daily intakes that we need to make sure that we have in our body for healthy everything, activities, right? So mushrooms, some of you like them, some of you don't. That's all right. Mushrooms are actually high in fiber. They do contain protein and they have antioxidants. They're also low cal. Asparagus, right? Why asparagus? Well, asparagus also contains fiber, folate, vitamins A, C, and K again. And it can help you in weight loss, it can improve your digestion, and it can help lower blood pressure. And garlic. Garlic is a big thing for me. I always cook with garlic. Garlic can actually help lower your cholesterol. It can help with strengthening your bones, help with your memory, and give you healthier skin. I'm also gonna cook with a little bit of olive oil today. About 1 to 2 tablespoons. Don't oversaturate your food in olive oil. You don't want too much of anything. Moderation is good. Olive oil, the fatty acids and antioxidants can help reduce the risk of heart disease, and it also contains vitamin E. So those are just a couple of reasons why we picked this today. It's gonna be super easy. So first things first, we need to chop up all of this so that we can go ahead, get our air fryer ready, get your ingredients ready, and let's do this. And just like that, we cut up our ingredients. I've cubed the chicken, weighed it again, so we're at about 5 ounces of chicken. I took my asparagus and cut it into thirds, cubed up my squash and cubed up my zucchini. I left the mushrooms as is. If you want to cut them into smaller pieces in case you really don't like mushrooms but you still want to add them in, you can chop them up real fine into small pieces. That works as well. If you are using an air fryer, know that some of those might fall through a little bit. But what you're gonna need now is a big mixing bowl and a spoon. All we're gonna do is combine all of these ingredients. And I usually make sure that I cut my chicken away from my vegetables, even though that they are all going to go into the same place right now. Or I cut my vegetables first and then I cut up my chicken. Put your cutting board off to the side. All right, so now we've got everything in our bowl. First thing we are going to add is some salt and pepper. Like I told you before, I don't add any additional salt. If you just want to add a little bit of salt, it's going to be salt to taste. Same with the pepper. So throw some pepper in there. It does look like quite a bit of food, right, for one meal. So here's what I want you to think about. If you're not able to finish this in one sitting because you get too full too quickly, save it for later. You can make 2 meals out of it. One of the biggest things that we definitely don't do is eat regularly. There are quite a few people out there who miss meals on a regular basis and things like that. What we don't want to do is miss a meal. What that's going to do is slow down your metabolism, actually make it harder for you to lose weight, and it's going to give you way less energy. So if this meal is too big for you, like I said, you can just maybe eat half of it, save the other half for later. Try to focus on, if you're one of those people that skips meals pretty often, try to focus on at least trying to eat 3 meals a day to start. And then once you can get into that routine, then maybe you can eat some smaller meals a little bit more often, maybe every couple of hours or so. But let's start, if we can, with 3 meals a day. So I added my salt. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to take 1 tablespoon of garlic. And like I said, y'all know that I like garlic, so mine's a little bit heaping, but garlic's good for you, right? It is. All right, I'm gonna take 1 tablespoon of olive oil. And I use extra virgin olive oil. If 1 tablespoon doesn't look like enough, add a little bit more. Your recommended serving size that you see on the bottle is usually 2 tablespoons anyway. So we just want to make sure that the olive oil does coat the mixture once we kind of stir it up. From there, I'm going to do 1 tablespoon or 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, just because I know soy sauce, as I spill it all over the place, I know soy sauce is a little bit high in sodium. You can get the lower sodium soy sauce, but we're going to throw that in there. Little bit of sesame oil. If you guys don't know, sesame oil, that's just gonna help with the taste. Just a little dash of that in there. Not too much. Like I said, I'm gonna eyeball some of these ingredients. The recipe that I found does call for rice wine vinegar, but quite a few health benefits in apple cider vinegar. One thing you wanna make sure is shake up your apple cider vinegar, because that's not the right lid. Because you do get some sediment at the bottom usually. So you want to mix it all together. Boom. We're just going to do just a tiny bit of the apple cider vinegar. Not too much in there. And then, of course, my favorite part, more garlic. This time, garlic powder. So you can pretty much put, it depends how much garlic you like, right? Me, I'm just like coating it in garlic. Stir it all up, mix it all together. Everything should coat pretty easy. One thing I did forget to mention is you can top this with some yum yum sauce. I'm not advertising or anything here, but so I did find light yum yum sauce. I don't plan to use a whole bunch of it, but just to kind of drizzle over it. Once everything is good and coated, we're gonna prep our air fryer. So if you've got some Pam spray, I always spray the inside of my air fryer with some Pam spray. Oh, throwing mushrooms all over the place. So it smells super good, I'm not gonna lie. Hopefully it tastes as good as it smells. It should. All right, mix it up, boom, get everything coated. So it should look like that. Ooh, yeah, look at that. That looks good. Okay, so now we prep our air fryer. We get things going there. And then I got a little surprise for y'all. All right, so now we're set up with our air fryer. Ta-da! So we're gonna set this bad boy to 380. Like I said, I usually spray the inside of mine with Pam spray. Helps to prevent it from everything sticking on the inside. Dump our ingredients in. And now are you ready? Because here's about to come the fun part. Throw our ingredients in there. Get rid of this. Move it around. Try to spread it as evenly as possible. You're gonna shake it up. Anyways, shake, shake, shake it up. All right. Put it in there. We're gonna put that in our air fryer. We're gonna set it for 20 minutes. But the key here is every 5 minutes, you're actually gonna pull that drawer out and you're gonna shake things up. So guess what you get to do in the meantime? Because 20 minutes while this is cooking, and you gotta take it out and shake every 5 minutes, that means that for 5 minutes, for 4 rounds, you get to do a little bit of work with me. So set this on for 20 minutes. Now y'all know, Alexa, set a timer for 5 minutes.
5 minutes, starting now.
Here we go. First thing we're gonna do, 10 squats, nice and easy. I do not have shoes on. No, we're not gonna do burpees. We're just gonna do 10 squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Next thing we're gonna go to work on some core strength is some oblique twists. Y'all know me, I have weights. If you don't, grab a gallon water jug, okay? This is gonna be pretty simple. All we're gonna do is we're gonna raise our hands up over our head. We're gonna cross over and we're gonna bring that right knee up while we kind of drop and squeeze to the right side. Not too hard, right? We're gonna do 10 on each. I think I'm at 5, I'm not really sure. 6, 7, keep that core tight. I think I'm at 9, maybe at 8. We'll try again. 9, and then 10. Now we're gonna switch to the other side. 1, 2, 3. So when I say keep that core tight, we're at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So when I say keep your core tight, is what I mean. I want you to stand up nice and straight, and I want you to kind of feel like somebody's about to punch you in the gut, and you know that tensing up feeling. That's what I want. Next thing we're gonna do, you can grab that water bottle again. All we're gonna do is press overhead, starting at your chin. Your feet are pretty much right under your hips. And again, you're gonna keep that core nice and tight. You're gonna press all the way up, extend to the top, and then you're just gonna put your head through the window, we like to call it. Right here, just like that. We're at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All we're gonna do is repeat that, right? When it comes to squatting, you do want your feet, your toes to be slightly pointed outwards, okay? You don't need weight for this. That's 3. I gotta try to keep count here, you guys know me. 4, I don't count very well. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you can go faster, by all means, you don't have to stay with me, y'all can go faster. So I'm gonna pick up my weight this time. Again, I'm kind of crossing over here. That's 2, that's 3, we've got 2 minutes left. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So you're pretty much doing a crunch, except you're standing up. And you're going opposite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So not only are your shoulders getting a little bit of work, but your core is getting a little bit of work. From here, we're gonna press again for 10. Squeeze your butt and pull that core nice and tight. 3, 4, 5, 6, we're down to the last minute. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now when it comes to squatting, don't drop your chest down super low here, all right? We wanna try to keep our chest up. You don't have to go to parallel if you can. That's 3, you're gonna keep your knees tracking over your toes. I know you can't really see my feet right now, but you wanna keep your knees going in the same line as your toes are. You don't want your knees all the way over your toes. So I think that I'm at about 5, maybe 6, 7, keep that chest upright, 8, 9, and 10. Pick up that weight again, start up, we got about 15 seconds left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Alexa, stop. All right, too easy, right? Take this out, shake, shake, shake. Throw it back in there. Now, Alexa, set a timer for 5 minutes.
5 minutes, starting now.
Now we're gonna pick up right where we left off. So we're back to that other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Pick up that weight again or that water bottle. From here, we're gonna go overhead. 1, keep that core nice and tight. 2, 3, make sure you're breathing. 4, exhale on the way up. 5, 6, 7, 8, stand upright. 9, and 10. Now we go back to those squats. If this seems too easy for you, 1, 2, you can always up your rep count to 12 or 15. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Like I said, if you can't squat below parallel, don't worry about it, right? As long as you're moving. So we start in the upright position. From here, it's like you're going to sit in a chair. So most of us sit in a chair like this, right? So that's as far as you have to go, if that's as far as you can go. If you've got some knee issues, by all means, let me know. I'll help you out with that. We go back to this. 1, 2. If you're just starting out and this seems a little bit hard for you, you can always keep the weight in front of you and you're just gonna twist as you bring that knee up. Little bit of balance in there, but you're just gonna twist. You may not feel anything in your core right now, but again, you've got to keep that core super tight, like somebody's gonna punch you right in the gut. I don't know what number I'm at, but we'll start at 7, 6. We'll say that one is 7. That's 8, 9, and 10. Switch sides. Again, if you're modifying or you just started this, super, super easy right here. If you want more advanced, go ahead and extend that arm up. Add a little bit of balance. You can hold and then drop. Hold and then drop. Hold and then drop. So believe it or not, definitely helps. I forgot what number I'm on. We'll call that one 10. Definitely helps when it comes to stability and balance because you're using so many muscles in your feet just to balance yourself for that couple of seconds. All right, we're down to our last 2 minutes, so we're going overhead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now, if you notice how close I keep the weight to my face, I don't ever want to go out and around my face, right? Because very rarely do we do things that this in life, right? Pushing away from us as we drive something up overhead. So, plus your strength is here, right? You're a lot stronger closer to you than you are if you're further out. So from there we go back to our squats. We got about a minute left. So let's take it down in those squats. 1. If this is too easy, you can add a pulse in your squat. So it's going to be full squat, come up to about 3/4, full squat again, and then stand up. It'll look something like this. Squat, 3/4 up, squat back down, stand up. Squat, 3/4 up, come back down, stand back up. My hands are always out in front of me, right? This helps to keep me from dropping my chest down. So if I go full squat, 3/4 up, full squat again, come up. Full squat, 3/4, squat again, come up. I think I'm about 5, I don't know, let's see. We'll say 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, we got about 30 seconds left. This is something super easy you can do. I mean, that's cooking, so what else do you have to do, right? We're at 3. All I'm doing is adding a little hold here to help with my stabilizer muscles. I think that's 4, 5, I don't know. 5, 6, 7, 8, and that's my timer. Alexa, stop. Take this out again. Shake, shake, shake. Put it back in. Alexa, set a timer for 5 minutes.
5 minutes, starting now.
Okay, switch sides. Always try to pick up where you left off and just keep going. 1, 2. If the weight is too much or the water bottle that you have is too much, then you can drop it, right? So you can always just go here. 1, 2. I actually think I was on 3, but that's fine, right? So you can use nothing at all. Body weight exercises are super easy to do. You can pretty much do them any place you need to. I'm doing this in my kitchen right now. You can do it in your living room. Makes it super easy. It's convenient. I think I'm at, I don't know, we'll call it 8, 9, and 10. We go back to our presses again. If you're using a weight, keep that weight close to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So notice that I'm not there like this, right? I don't sag in my middle and arch my back. You want to keep your hips tucked under so you're nice and stable. And like I said, keep pulling that belly button in tight to your back. 1, 2, oh, I was on, yep, 3, 4, and 5. So when you fully extend, it's not necessarily about, we don't want to call it like locking your elbows out, right? But you do want to push through your shoulders. See how my shoulders are here? Kind of saggy, not super strong. The minute I push through my shoulders, it makes them so much stronger. Also, when we do that, remember, what else are we doing when we push through our shoulders? Push-ups for our PT test, right? So you're using that same motion, except in a different manner. So I'm gonna keep pulsing my squats. That's 2, that's 3, that's 4, that's 5. Also, you want to make sure that when you're squatting, you want to keep that core tight as well. So you don't want to sag anywhere. You want to keep that core nice and tight, still like somebody's about to punch you in the gut. How's that going to feel? You also want to keep your glutes from tucking under as you sit back and down. So don't necessarily think of sitting back and then down. Think of it all happening at the same time. So you're kind of going down at like, let's call it a 45-degree angle from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Make sure you keep those feet planted on the ground as well. Don't want to be squatting with all your weight in your toes. You don't want all your weight in your heels. Your weight should be in the middle of your foot. We're at 3, we're at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Got about 90 seconds to go. Now, if this is, again, getting too easy for you, add a couple more reps if you want. 1. All we're doing here is a little twist. Twist and a pull. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so far so good. You guys still with me? If you need water, grab some water. We got about 1 minute left on this round. We're almost done. Super quick, super easy. Do it in your living room, do it in your kitchen. Just do a little something to get your cells moving. And we're pressing. Nice and strong core when you press, nice and strong. That's 4, I think. 5. Nope, I think that was 6. It's whatever. At this point, we're just moving, right? We're just moving. And we'll call that 10. So if you see the way my elbows track as well, my elbows are not pointed out to the side. I always keep my elbows here for me because it's a lot easier. Some of us don't have that shoulder mobility. If you don't, that's all right. Down to our last 10 seconds. Let's see how many squats we can get in. That's 2. Alexa, stop. So I got 3 in. We're shaking again. Shake it up. Smells amazing. Almost done. Alexa, set a timer for 5 minutes.
5 minutes, starting now.
That's 6, 7, 8, 9. On this one, watch my head. 10. A lot of people when we were younger used to grow up being told to look up when you squat. Look up, right? We want to make sure that we maintain a neutral spine. So rather than look up, you're going to pick a spot that's maybe, I don't know, say 3 feet in front of you, and that's where you're going to focus your attention. You don't have to drop your head. You don't have to lift your head up. It's pretty much going to remain neutral. So we call that a neutral spine. All right, let's go. We've got about 4 minutes left. You guys are almost done. 3. Little twist. 4. That's 5. 6. That's 7. 8. 9. Let's call this 10 or 11. Right? Now we're going to switch. You should be feeling a little bit of a burn in your arms. If you're not, you can always pick up a heavier weight if you want, or like I said, you can up your reps. 1, 2, 3. Told you guys this was going to be fun. 4. Who said cooking can't be fun? 5. That's 6. That's 7. 8. That's 9. And we'll call that 10. Now we're going for our presses. Keep that core nice and tight. And press up. Like I said, your feet are just about under your hips. Not super wide. We're not squatting here. So you can go ahead and keep them under your hips. Again, you want your weight in the middle of your foot. Not in your toes, not in your heels. Don't push your butt back. I already lost count. We'll call that 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you can go faster than me, go faster than me. I have no issues with that. Eat a slice of humble pie every single day. We got about 2.5 minutes left in this round, and then you're done. That's 1, 2, 3. If you feel more comfortable squatting in shoes, you're gonna put your shoes on. That's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Should feel a little burn in your quads, hammies, glutes. When you stand up, by the way, from your squat, you want to stand all the way up, right? So we squat, we come up, stand all the way up. So your body should be in a nice straight line when you stand up. At the top, go ahead and squeeze your glutes as well. Here we go, almost done. Keep that core tight, body upright. And that's 10, and we're gonna switch sides. If your arms are feeling a little wore out, grab a lighter weight, or don't use it at all, right? If you're having trouble completing even 1 round in 5 minutes, then drop the rep scheme a little bit, right? Do 8 instead of 10 of each. Nothing wrong with that. Again, we just want to be moving. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, we got a little under a minute left. I got some sweat in my eyeball already. All right, a little under a minute to go, about 30 seconds. Here we go with those presses. Do what you can to try to finish the round. Keep that butt nice and tight. That's 7, 8, core is nice and tight. 9, 10. All right, you got 15 seconds. Let's try to get back to these squats, knock as many out as we can. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alexa, stop. Managed to get 6. All right. Boom, perfect timing, right? All right. Shake, shake, shake. Take a look at that. Looks pretty good, I'd say. See how it tastes here in a minute. All right, so everybody got a good little sweat. Grab yourself some water. Apparently I need to turn the AC down a little bit because it's a little warm in here. So I just put a little bit on a plate here. And all I'm gonna do is add just a little bit of yum yum sauce. Totally optional, you don't have to. By the way, if you want some carbs with this, you can easily prep it with some rice or some quinoa. I can't even get the stinking seal off. Yeah, so you can always prep a little bit of rice with it. Brown rice, white rice. I'd say this is a pretty big meal as is, as you can kind of already see. It's a lot of food to eat in one sitting. So if you do decide that you want to pair this with some rice, I would suggest going with about, I don't know, maybe a 1/4 cup of rice. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but you got a lot of food here. You kind of want to fill up on all these nutrients first before you second it with some carbs. But it's perfectly acceptable if you decide that you want to throw some carbs in there as well. So I'm going to attempt to put just a little bit on here. Hopefully it doesn't come just flying out of this. All right, that's probably too much for the small amount that I have, but we're going to try it anyways. Looks pretty good. I'm sure this chicken is going to be super hot. Let me get some water. Hey guys, hope you got a good little workout in with me. I'm just gonna try this so I can let you all know if it's good or not. Okay, got lots of chicken. Super good. Excuse me. Added a little bit of yum yum sauce. You can totally top that. if you want, or top this with the yum yum sauce. Otherwise, hope you enjoyed this today. Hope you got a good little burn in. Hope you learned something today. You can always hit me up on, leave a comment here, give me a phone call, give me a text, shoot me an email. I'm here for you guys. Thanks again for joining me. Hope to see y'all soon.